Hi everyone, and greetings from the most sanctioned country on the earth. My name is Natasha, greetings from the south of Russia, greetings from Krasnodar. Today, after a very hot day, it was like 36 Celsius degree, I decided to go for a walk in this evening and to make a new video for you guys. Today, my dears, I decided to discuss a very interesting topic about the cost of living in Russia. I have already explained some of the points, but you are still interested in this topic. You continue to ask me questions, and today I decided to use this opportunity to explain you this once again and clarify all the things. If you are interested in this topic, stay with me, like this video, leave a comment, and let's go. Today I'm not far away from my home, but I've never filmed videos in this place. So I'm near the road. I think there are not a lot of people because I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable, guys, filming when people stare at me, look at the camera, look at me. To be honest, I'm feeling not very nice in these situations. I'm still embarrassed a bit. As you may see, I changed my hair color. I had this color at the beginning of my blogger career. So write in the comments your opinion, guys. But to be honest, it was quite inconvenient to dye my hair too often when it was lighter. Now I decided to change it to a more natural color. Firstly, my dears, I would like to pay your attention to a very significant fact. There are two types of bloggers, bloggers who film videos in Russia in the English language. The first type supposes that all the things in Russia are very nice, people are impressed by life here, by some mentality, by prices, by different stuff. And the other type is the people who tell like everything is very bad here, life is very bad, like we don't have a toilet, and so we live like homeless here. So just two types. At the same time, I often see in the comments that many people consider me as a very honest person, as a very down-to-earth person, and I think it's true. That's why in my videos I'm trying to focus not only on advantages but also on disadvantages of living in Russia. I should clarify that I really like to live in Russia, firstly. So it's my home and I'm not planning to immigrate, but I don't think I should tell you only about the advantages of living here. Sometimes some of my viewers criticize me for my grocery store tours because I show you the prices, but I'm not talking about the salaries. It's because it's very difficult to figure out an average salary because there are different towns, different professions, and I think it works in every country. But foreigners who travel to Russia, who visit Russia as tourists, are often surprised by prices here, especially tourists from Western countries. They make such videos like, look at this, it's so cheap. But yes, it's very cheap compared to your salaries, but not compared to our salaries. So, of course, it's important to compare these prices, keeping in mind the salaries also. And I completely agree with you. That's why I always tell that you should move to Russia only in case if you have a good remote job. It's very important, at least for the beginning of your immigration. If you would like to move to Russia just without money, without a remote job, it would be quite complicated. In fact, it works vice versa also. Once I saw in the comments, my viewer commented like, I make $6,000 monthly, and Natasha, you said that an average Russian makes like $700 monthly. So it's a small salary, but I'm pretty sure that this person has very high costs. He has to pay a lot of bills every month, and that's why it's just difficult to compare. My dears, Look at them. There are husky dogs. They are like wolves. I love them. Moreover, don't forget about the differences between costs in Russia and in, for instance, America, because here not all of the people pay for the rent or for a mortgage. I have already explained it in my videos, but some still don't believe me or just don't want to believe me. I don't understand how to explain this. But yes, people who moved to Moscow from small towns, villagers, yes, they obviously rent something. But people who live in small towns or just not very small towns, also like Krasnodar, many people inherited a property from their babushkas, great grandmothers, and they have a place to live. That's why they obviously need to pay less money to survive in this life, because I know that most of Americans and some of Europeans rent an apartment, and they usually spend half of their income on the rent. Write in the comments, do you rent an apartment, or do you pay a mortgage, or probably you inherited something, or you just bought for cash? Who knows, probably some of my viewers are millionaires. I have no idea. Write in the comments, it would be very interesting for me to know. Also, since the very beginning, then I have started to publish videos on my YouTube channel. People always are interested, are curious how I earn money. Some are sure I am running a blog on some webcam website. Some think I am an escort, and some suppose I'm searching for a sugar daddy. It's really funny, guys, because I have already published a video about my work experience, and actually my work is not as exciting as some of you suppose to think about me. My profession is a journalist. I worked in different editorials as a journalist, as an editor, as a supervisor, so it was a long journey. Now I'm running my personal project. This project is in Russian, and so it's small media. I also run communities on social networks, and so earn money with ads, with advertising, as most of the media. So my media is not about politics, about economy, so nothing like that, because I worked for such media, and it's just not my cup of tea. For me, it's a lot of negative emotions, negative vibes. I know most of the men like to discuss politics, but to be honest, I don't like to do it. Look at this, guys, very interesting. This packaging looks like it's a Western cheese, but actually it's produced in Krasnodar. And the same is with this dessert, limoncello. I love it, and it's produced in Russia also. As I told you in my videos, almost all the groceries are produced in the country. My dears, I noticed this mobile home on this parking near Magnet. Here it's not very popular, but to be honest, I would like to travel with this or just in a car. I think it's quite romantic. Evening in Krasnodar. Very beautiful sky, my dears. Unfortunately, the sun isn't visible here. This building hid this. I'm already at home, my dears. and I would like to continue. One more thing that seems to me very important to mention is that money is important, but it isn't everything. I don't think it's a good idea to choose the country only for money reasons because it comes to depression if you choose the country to live only because of money and you just don't like this country at all. There are other very important things like the issue of safety, like people, your relationship, your friends, your family. For me, it's more important than money, but I know it's not for all the people. Some people can earn a big amount of money, can be really rich, but they are unhappy. And at the same time, people who have not a lot of money, not a big income, can be really happy because they have another treasures like a nice family, kids, good health. I think it's more important. Besides, some of my viewers asked me how I learned the English language. Did I live in a foreign country? No, guys, no. I have never lived in a foreign country. I only traveled to foreign countries, but I have never traveled to the English-speaking country. I don't know why, it happened. Unfortunately, I cannot say my English is perfect because I don't have enough vocabulary and I understand all, but sometimes I have troubles when I speak out spontaneously, especially to native speakers. I'm feeling worried, I'm feeling scared a bit, but I'm trying to improve my language skills because I really like the English language, and in my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful languages in the world. I started to learn the English language in school, but I cannot say these lessons were effective for me. Teachers spoke with a very heavy accent, and we spent a lot of time on learning terms and some rules. So I think it isn't very effective, and it's more important to learn the vocabulary, to improve your vocabulary, to learn a lot of words and speak out, speak out, and speak out. Later, I studied at the university and I improved my language skills there because the level of education in the university I've studied in was pretty high, and we have very nice English lessons, but it wasn't enough to speak fluently anyway, because I'm not a translator, I'm not an English teacher. My profession in my bachelor's degree was public relations and advertising, and in my master's degree, it was journalism. So the English language wasn't the main subject at the university I've studied in. So mostly I can say that YouTube really helped me to improve my language skills because I watched a lot of videos, a lot of bloggers, and it helped me a lot. So if you are studying a foreign language, watch YouTube bloggers because you can learn nice vocabulary, you can learn slang, and I think it's very effective. Also, thanks God, I have foreign friends and I talk in English with them, and they helped me to improve my skills. My dears, thank you for watching my video to the end. If you have enough time, like this video and leave a comment. Also subscribe my Telegram channel and my TikTok. I wish you a wonderful August. Have a nice day and God bless you.